Hello and welcome to this video. This is part 1 of how to learn and how to play Chopin's Revolutionary Etude, Opus 10, number 12. Before we get going here, please print out the link that I have provided for you here. This is a copy of Chopin's Etudes edited by Arthur Friedheim from the Schirmer edition, which I think is a fine edition. Also, I'm partial to this edition because I've used it for a very long time. This is my copy of the Chopin Etudes I've had since, gosh, I was like a teenager. And so this book has sort of a sentimental value for me. I have markings in here from my teacher I had when I was just in my teen years. And I think it's a good edition, the Friedheim edition. So I have links here where you can get this. Make sure you go down to number 12, Opus 10, number 12. It doesn't say revolutionary on it. I don't believe Chopin called it that, but that was the name that it's traditionally been given for, I guess, for marketing purposes, or I'm not even sure about the history of that, but it's an exciting etude, a very popular etude, probably Chopin's most popular etude, at least from his Opus 10 set. And we're just going to go through this etude bit by bit, part by part. Right now I plan on doing 6 parts for the entire etude. This is part 1, and as usual I'm going to go over hands separately, then hands together. And then I'm going to explain the pedal when we put hands together. So all the work that we're going to do hands separately, as I usually do, will be without pedal, without any pedal at all. You don't have to worry about pedal in the when we're going over the hands separate. When we put hands together, we'll start talking about pedal. So what you first need to do is simply print this out, and it would be a good idea to number your measures. In fact, I haven't even done that here, but 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So in this first part, we're going to work through the first 18 measures, which is the first page here. So let's start with the right hand, and this is in the key of C minor, so you can start by playing a C minor scale through to familiarize yourself with the key. So this first chord here in the right hand is a G7 chord, and it is a full 5-note chord here. If you've ever played my Better Than Hand exercise, the one that goes this is the first inversion of a G7 chord. By all means, if you can do it, play it like this. If you have to, then play at the end of the keys. But if you can, if you're an adult with average to large hands, try to play it up here with your thumb right here. I don't have very large hands, but I'm very well stretched out, so I don't have a problem with that. You need to work towards that if you can't do that. So we have the first chord here. Now we're going to jump over to the latter part of the next measure. So we have an A flat octave with an E flat and an F here. And I would suggest his fingering 4 on G if you can, because it's right there. Now, this next chord is problematic. It's not easy to do this. If you have to, then play your thumb at the end of the key like this. But by all means, if you can, try to play it here. What I would suggest to do to practice that is play this, play 4 on the G, and now practice first going 1, 2, 5, and leave the 3 out. leave your third finger out. So you're going to go 5, 4, 2 in the middle. Leave the 3 out. Do that several times each day. And then adding the 3 is a little easier if you first do that intermediary step to leave it out. And then the third one and the next measure is same thing here, and then, and if you can, play your thumb on the F and the G. So your thumb will go there in the crack of the key, and you'll play 3 and 5 on D and F. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You just have to do a cold jump. Practice doing that jump. Practice doing the previous one. And then this one. Now, these are all 4, 3, 2, 1s. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is an A flat. 4, 3, 2, 1. And observe the accents. So you have accent, accent. 4, 3, 2, 1. Accent. 4, 3. 4, 3, 2, 1. It goes down to that B. Let's do that whole run going down again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right here, there's no accent on that one because it gets a little softer. See how Chopin marks the piano there? So you sort of get a little softer as you go down here to the bottom because it's going to work its way back up again. And also notice that I'm not going in and out. Okay, try to avoid doing this. I'll do it the wrong way. Okay, here's the wrong way to do it. I'm sort of going forward to get the black keys, and I'm coming back to get the white keys, and I have sort of going forward and back like that. You want to avoid that. You want to keep right there in that area here, and keep it a very calm hand. Now watch, I'm going to do it the correct way. Look at the position of my hands now and the fingers. See how it's all here? It's all there. I'm not like weaving in and out. Very, very important that you learn this from the very beginning. Now let's continue. After we go to that B, I would suggest you can play his fingering here. That's okay. I would suggest to break here. I would suggest to go to 4, 3, 2, 1, and then another 4, 3, 2, 1, and then do a little break. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, a little break. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3. Actually, this last one here, let's start from the E flat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this is a little different. When you get to this A flat, I would suggest going 3, 2, 1, and then 2, and then 3, 2, 1. I think that's a better fingering because 4, 3, 2, 1 I think is stronger than 5, 4, 3, 2. So You have a little break there, a little break there, a little break there. So that little break, the little break in the phrase there, allows you to lift a little bit and place your fourth finger on the top note instead of 5. 4, I think, is a more solid finger. And now, let's go to measure 10. Here in the fourth system down, we have the main melody comes in here. And, you know, I would suggest just going 5, 5, 5, 5. If you want, you can play 4 there. You can play 4 if you want. It's not really going to make a whole lot of difference because when you're up in this high register, it's not really going to make any difference whether you play legato or not. It's actually, I actually personally like 5 better here. 5, 5, 5, 5. But once again, you want to place your thumb here and not here. So you don't want to weave your way in and out of the white and black keys. 1, see where my thumb is? Like that. And now we have so we have this chord. Make sure your thumb is here and not here. So you have thumb here on G. Nice accent on that A flat chord. The 2 middle notes are tied. So you have to hold 2 and 3 down while you go just from here to here. You don't have to go from here all the way out to here. So we have there. And now this one is softer. There we have an accent. Just like before, if you can play this chord here and not here, it would be preferable. See how strong that position is? This is a strong position. This is a sort of a weak position here. You got to be up with your wrist. Now, we're in measure 15. I would suggest 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. Now, 1, 2, 5 again. You do not play 4 there. That's actually a bad finger. I don't think Friedheim was thinking clearly here, because there's no reason to play 5. You're not going playing legato here in this register is not going to make a bit of difference. So there's no reason to try to connect 4 onto that A flat. But keep 5 here. Don't go back here. Do play this one a little longer than this one. See, he has a 16th note with a 16th rest. That does make a difference there. Sorry. I would play 1, 3, 5 here. And then 4 here is good. 4 on that E flat. And then 5. 1, 3, 5. Don't play 4 like he says. Play 1, 3, 5. And just go down to D. This is tied, so you have to hold 3 on that B natural. And get softer. Do not do this. Don't do that, but go. Do that. A little softer on the D and make sure you come up a little with your wrist. Alright, so we did that much so far. So let's do this. I'm going to play, let's see. I'm going to put it on I'm going to put it on 48 per quarter note. So we're beginning here with the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And here you got to get going. After you go, you have to jump from that. So don't hold this down for very long. It's 4. Now it's measure 10. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 2, 3, 4. And you need to really practice that. It's even when you play hands alone. It's very important that you, in this beginning stage, this beginning foundation stage, that you do play with a metronome slowly to make sure you're getting everything correct. Chopin, it's well known from Chopin's letters and his students passing on his tradition that Chopin used the metronome a lot for his students in his piano teaching. So just because it's romantic music doesn't mean you shouldn't use metronome. Now let's turn to the left hand. So now we have his fingering here for the most part is pretty good. So I would follow his fingering unless otherwise specified by me. So except I would probably use 2 on this, except 3. 2 instead of 3. So 2 on this A flat, 4, 2. I mean, if you want, you can do 3. It's not a big deal. It keeps the pattern. Now 3, 1, 2, 4. 3, 1, 2, 4. 3, 1, 2, 4. Go right back up very quickly. Watch the accents. Accent, accent. Now you have to do a very big jump here. From here all the way to here. Here, fingering, I would probably do, his is okay, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, his fingering is okay here. Here I would play 3, I wouldn't play 1 there like he has, I would play 3 on that A flat, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5. That's what I would do there. His fingering is good here. 5, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 2. 3, 4, 1, 2, 5. And then measure 10, 3, 2. Measure 11. Measure 13. Now it changes, 2 on F sharp. Tricky place here. We have 2 measures of these up and down arpeggios, and a lot of pianists play these the wrong way. Here's what you need to do. Do not try to connect everything perfectly, because you're bound to just twist your hand up in weird positions, contort your hand. You do not want to put your 4th finger over your thumb like this. What you want to do is, after you play your thumb, let go of it and come to 4 here. So you're going to have a little break from the B to the D. Now, you're going to play those 5 notes. Those will be all legato. When you play this D, you'll lift again. So you don't want to put your thumb under 4 and contort your hand. What you want to do is, when you get here, lift. Your thumb will you'll lift, and your thumb will be placed here. So here. And then break that. And then break, 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 break. So in other words, you're going to have 2 notes, 2-note slur, and then a 5-note slur. Then you're going to have a 3-note slur. 5 notes, 3 notes, 5, 3, 5, and then 2 there. So. If you do it well and evenly, you'll barely hear the breaks at all, and you don't have to contort your hand up into these weird positions trying to put your thumb under and connecting perfectly. So sometimes in arpeggios, in very fast arpeggios like this, you will not connect things totally 100%. No one would ever know that by looking at this sheet music here. So remember that. We're going to go over that again. So now we're in measure 17. Here's another place. You don't need to contort your hand and connect perfectly. So it's better to do that than that, because you're not going to have time to go over with your 3rd finger. I mean, you are going over, but you can let go of your thumb a little early to alleviate. His fingering is good here, so I would follow that. All right. So now I'm going to put it on 48, like we did with the right hand. I'm going to play from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. how smooth that went here? See, the secret to doing those is to keep your hand outstretched. Keep your fingers apart. So one of the things that happens if you try to put your finger over your thumb and connect it perfectly is you're breaking your hand position. Whereas if you do this way, put a little break in there, you're always stretched out. So you're always in this. See how I'm always stretched out doing that particular technique? All right. So we've done both hands separately. Make sure you do that. Do your due diligence with practicing with the metronome at a slow speed, hands separate. And I would suggest putting hands together without pedal first and then add pedal, but I'm going to save a little time here by going straight to the pedal. And his pedal markings here, Friedheim's pedal markings, which I think are probably mostly Chopin's also. I'm not sure if they're all Chopin's markings or not. I don't think it's a big deal, but his pedaling is very good here, so I would pretty much follow it if you can. So you need to push the pedal down first before anything. The right pedal, the damper pedal. And I know, if you play at a really slow speed, like I'm doing, it will sound like too much pedal. But when it's faster, it will sound like a big storm. So do follow his pedaling here. Now, let go of the pedal, no pedal, here. Pedal, pedal. And one of the things that helps you get that jump is the pedal. The pedal kind of helps you out a little bit there to get that jump. Pedal, hold it down, and off with the pedal. Pedal, pedal. Hold the pedal all the way down till you get here. Off with the pedal. So it goes down in volume and then comes back up in volume, and now we're forte with pedal. No pedal. Pedal, no pedal. Pedal, no pedal. Pedal, no pedal. Pedal, pedal. Pedal, no pedal. We're going to pedal, in this difficult part, we're going to pedal like he says, pedal every half note. So pedal, 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 pedal. I like to let the pedal off a little. Actually, I like to hold the pedal just a little longer here. Sort of half pedal to flutter pedal means you can sort of let the pedal up and down a little bit here. But by the time you get to about the middle of that measure, let go of the pedal. No pedal. Let's try that again. On like that. So there we have the first part. I'm going to put it on 48, metronome 48, very slow speed, but it's a good foundation speed. 1, 2, ready with pedal, and there we have it. 48. Notice something. This is forte. This is piano. This is forte. This is piano. That's a little louder there, though, mezzo forte. So make sure you get those little sort of, it's a conversation. You have your forte up here, your piano down here, forte up here, and your piano down here. Wow, that was a long first page, but this is a very important etude, and this foundation is very important that you set this foundation in order to play it correctly. So stay tuned for the next video, and we will begin with measure 19 on the second page.